Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Fringe Reactions at long last. Today we're doing episode 17 and it's called Olivia with the candlestick in the library. No, that's not right. Olivia in the laboratory with the candlestick, something like that. It's a Cluedo reference or Clue reference. Where we left it off last time was that Olivia has opened up her ability to see things from the other universe, the other world, including Peter. And Walter has asked Olivia to keep it from Peter, what she sees. And I don't know how Olivia's going to react to this because, I mean, she had work experiments done to her by Walter, and she accepts that, and she's not happy about it, but it's her choice to accept or reject Walter on the basis of this knowledge, and she still works with him and still cares for him, so she's accepted what's been done to her. But Peter, on the other hand, that's not his choice. He's being kept in the dark about what's happened to him, and I'm not sure how Olivia's going to react to that. She's known for her integrity, and she's being asked to lie about something extremely big regarding somebody else. This is going to be a hard one. I think for the sake of the plot she's got to keep her mouth shut, but I don't think the character would. I think the character would try and find some way of telling Peter about his origin. And I'm not sure how Peter will take this. So, yeah, that's going to have repercussions. Not just yet, possibly, but soon. By the end of this season, I reckon the secret will be virtually out. And I don't know how that's going to go. Okay. Suppose we get on with the next episode then. And 1, 2, 3, go.
Are you done with some soup, tea or coffee to warm you up?
No, thank you. I have trouble keeping anything down.
Oh, you should not be out in public then if you're that ill.
It was a long time ago. We were just kids.
So is that when you think you were exposed to something?
Oh, maybe this is another one of the greys and the blacks.
My firm can absolutely
The
help
last
you.
doctor I saw, he suggested that if I could find some of the other kids we went to school with, if some of them had the same symptoms, it might help him identify what it is that's making me sick.
Sorry,
This is where Walter's going to come in and tell him, isn't it?
so long ago.
I really appreciate you helping me
Oh dear. Infected. That's where he touched her. Oh! Oh! What the hell is he infected her with? Don't touch her.
Hey, what's going on in there? Miss? You okay?
Oh, this is going to be horrible. Her whole face is going to be postulated. Ugh. Okay then, so whatever he had was infectious. So he definitely should not have been out. No, it was like the other one a few weeks ago where it's like a pathogen that wants to be, that forces the victim to infect others.
Is that you, Dunham? I thought you'd quit bowling.
Yeah.
For another sport.
It's been a while.
I see you're still not sleeping.
Not so much, no. After my car accident, you said that I would experience things.
Yes, and you are.
So I suppose you're here to find out what happens next.
I suppose I am.
Nothing happens
I
next.
can't tell you. You've officially gone beyond my field of expertise.
I agreed to keep a secret.
A secret.
Yeah, a a secret that you now have to live with. You've made that decision.
Her name is Miranda Green. 30 years old, unmarried, she was an attorney, lived here in Providence. EMTs responded to a 911 call phoned in by a good Samaritan. She was dead by the time they arrived.
Epidural blistering, tissue necrosis, symptomatic of cytotoxins. It indicates not only what killed this woman, but also who. Of course, somehow we need to retrieve a print.
Dr. Bishop, what you're suggesting is impossible. Did someone touch this woman and gave her cancer?
It seems you've
Yes.
forgotten my very first lesson, Doctor. When you open your mind to the impossible, sometimes you find the truth.
Walter all knows about opening his mind with all the amount of recreational drugs he takes.
You really think someone may have touched her and given her cancer?
Terrifying possibility, but a possibility nonetheless.
Well, surely touching...
We need glycerin, cornstarch.
They're wearing gloves, good.
Food coloring?
Well, not for her, but since we're baking, we may as well make some taffy.
Okay, taffy is his obsession this week.
Walter, I have to tell him. I gotta tell Peter the truth.
No, you can't. Except you definitely should.
And I'm sorry. But he deserves to know the truth about who he is.
You don't understand. Things have never been better between us. I can't lose him again. I can't.
You won't. Once he knows the whole story. Walter, you saved his life. I am sure that he will understand.
You kidnapped him from his parents as well.
Miranda Green used her credit card at a downtown Providence cafe about a half hour before she died.
Sounds like her meeting with Neil Wilson. Excellent. Well, I'm up for a road trip. How about you?
Now he's going to be absolutely petrified that she could spill the beans at any point during that road trip.
Getting ready for a triathlon?
Just trying to stay healthy.
Do not touch him.
I just,
You need me to call for some help?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, contaminated apples. Yum yum.
It's possible that the man that Miss Green met did this to her as a way to delay the progression of his own disease.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. No, it doesn't, but I can get behind it.
From Chicago to Hartford. Each person died from the same kind of rapid onset cancer.
And healthy people keeling over like this didn't set off any alarm bells?
Well, a couple were considered medical anomalies, and local police looked into another, but nothing suggested it was murder.
See if we can find what they may have in common.
Walter is going to be the one. Walter is going to be what they have in common, I reckon.
What's up, Buttercup?
It's past midnight.
Do you feel like playing a game?
Clue.
Clue?
Colonel Mustard with the revolver in the billiard room.
See,
No.
that's the third time that you guessed the billiard room.
Always wanted a billiard room.
I thought that you would make a better detective.
I detected that you needed company.
Yeah.
So what about you? What made you the way you are?
Oh, I don't know. I'm older than I look.
Oh yeah, how
I
much
barely
older?
remember my childhood. I'm also taller than I appear.
That's it. When we were in Jacksonville, there was a height chart on the wall with names, first name and last initial. All the kids that I was in daycare with.
Yeah, all the kids from Walter and Belle's Cortexiphan trials.
So while I was there, I wrote down all their names and I made a list.
Oh, right, that's the list, okay.
Timothy O, Timothy Ober. He was there. We were both a part of Walter's tests.
So that's where you remembered him from.
Keep looking.
Miranda G and Lloyd B.
Julie H, Alan D. They're all there. All 5 of his victims.
So what does that mean? Why is this guy...
Killing Cortexiphan kids? I don't know. I think we should wake up Walter.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Right, so this is
Why would he do that?
your doing.
Well, we were hoping you may have some idea.
The energy exchange that this man is creating, I don't think it would work on everyone. Cortexiphan was designed to allow children to access untapped parts of their brain, untapped energies.
So you're saying that whatever he's doing to his victims, like exchanging his illness, it could only work on Cortexiphan children?
Yes.
It's troubling.
Did William Bell ever show you a list?
Of Cortexiphan subjects? No.
And there's nothing in the massive dynamic archives?
No.
As I've told you before, there's nothing on record. Do you doubt me, Agent Dung?
I don't know.
Every single time you appear.
I've always been a little foggy as to your motives. Well, you've kept information from me since I met you. Information that has prevented me from understanding the origin of many, if not all of the cases I've investigated while working with Fringe Division.
Yeah.
And I know about Peter.
Oh, of course she knows, doesn't she? Of course.
I know the whole story.
Does Peter know? Have you told him?
No. But I'm going to.
Oh.
And you didn't come here to announce that you were going to tell Peter who he really is. You came here to have me talk you out of it.
Yeah. maybe, if like Nina says, she's had plenty of opportunity to do it already, but she needs a good moral reason not to tell him.
Dunham?
I think I may have found our killer. His name is James Heath. And he was a Cortexiphan subject too.
I think that may be how he's doing this.
James Heath. Wasn't Heath the last name of the
Yep, the first victim.
Julie Heath. She was his sister.
James was in the hospital.
She was visiting him, and she just suddenly collapsed and died. He was having chemo treatment. He had cancer.
Do you have the name of the hospital where Heath was treated?
Yeah. It's Abington Memorial Hospital.
That'll do it.
You stay down.
I didn't want this. I didn't want to hurt anyone.
Well,
Then why did you?
yeah. It certainly seems like you wanted to.
I had to find that man. I thought someone from Jacksonville might know him. And then I found Timothy.
And you killed him too?
Not on purpose. It just happened.
Peter. Thank you for coming.
You can't do it, can you? You just can't do it just yet. Because for everything, you do kind of respect Walter.
There are still nearly a dozen unaccounted for people from the Jacksonville experiments, and 30 more from the drug trials in Worcester. If they all have capabilities anything like the ones we've seen, and if someone were to find them...
Well,
You need to work fast.
then we need to find them first.
Yes.
And it's time to start to put things right. Whatever the consequences. And that starts with telling Peter the truth.
Oh, yeah.
I have to tell him who he really is.
Boom. Well, that is going to be an episode and a half, isn't it? When that finally happens. Surprised it didn't happen this, but I suppose Olivia did need to get her feelings sorted out before she could make that decision. And she's planted the seed into Walter's head now. She's not going to tell him, but Walter is going to work out a way of putting things right. And when he says, starts with telling Peter who he really is, I think it finishes with him finding all the kids that he experimented on and making sure that they're safe and well and not, homicidal, telekinetic looking monsters. So there's still a lot of work to do in Fringe. Still a lot of work for Olivia and Peter and Walter to do. And Nina. Now, I don't trust Nina as far as I could throw her, which isn't very far at all. But she's going to have to play her part in it, because it wasn't just Walter that did the experiments, it was William Bell as well. And while she might not be particularly protective of Walter, although she is kind of protective of Walter, she is very protective of William Bell. So it's a case of the truth is going to be handled probably over the next, it could be the next season, but hopefully in the next, in the 5 or 6 episodes we've got left of this season, hopefully they're going to deal with that, because I'd like to see that. We've had this thing about Peter hanging over our heads for quite a while now, and I think it's about time it got resolved one way or another. But how is Peter going to react to it? That I'll have a think about, and I'll come back to you on that one next episode. Till then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Till then, keep well. Bye bye.